Hello, PELWELL family, and welcome to your Awaken series. Today's flow is Wednesday Full Body Flow. We're going to go ahead and start in a seated position. So go ahead and have a seat on the shins, and maybe using a block in between the heels feels more comfortable. So whatever feels best for you, go ahead and find yourself sitting on the shins or on a block. Stay grounded through the tops of the feet and through the shins. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, let it out. Start to connect with that breath. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Again, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. From here, settle in. We're going to focus on nice, deep breaths. So as you inhale, take in maybe a 1/3 breath. So as you inhale, you fill the belly with air and hold. Take in another 1/3 of breath, fill up the lungs and hold. And then finish that 1/3, fill the whole body up with air and hold. And then in one big breath, just let it out. And we're going to do that again. So fill the belly with air, take that 1/3 breath in. Take that second 1/3 of breath, fill up the lungs. And then finish that breath, holding at the top, letting the whole body fill with air. And then let it out, exhale. Nice job. One more time, just like that. Inhale, fill the belly with air, 1/3 of your breath. Take that second 1/3, fill the lungs up with air and hold. And then fill the rest of the body with air and hold. And then exhale, let it all out. From here, slowly start to transition back to your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale and exhale through the nose. With each inhale, letting the belly completely fill with air. And as you exhale, you let it all out. Let your exhale come from the back of the throat, almost making like an ocean, like a wave sound, warming the body. Nice deep breaths, filling the body with air, and then slowly releasing, letting it all go. Beautiful job. Stay grounded and stay connected with that breath. Relax the body and stay grounded through the shins and through the tops of the feet. Relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. From here, slowly start to transition. So we're going to tuck the toes under, get that little pinky toe too, and then slowly start to walk yourself so you're sitting on the heels. Maybe you stay uplifted on the hands, or you start to walk the hands up on the thighs to sit completely upright on the heels. Crown of the head reaching up high to the sky. Relax your shoulders. Feel the bottom of the feet really opening up. Feel the toes stretching out. Avoid adding tension in the upper body, especially if the feet are really tight, and this might feel intense. So try to stay grounded and know that at any time, if you need to bring the hands back to the floor, that's there for you. So relax the upper body, stay grounded and connected with your breath. Feel the opening through the bottoms of the feet. And then slowly transition, untucking the toes. And now sitting on to the heels. Bring your hands to your heart, interlace the fingertips, and then press them away, grounding the back, pulling the abdominals in, and then reach the hands up high to the sky. Slowly round again, taking the arms forward, and then reaching up. So it's almost like you're moving through a cat-cow-like motion. As you reach the arms forward, you're rounding the spine, pulling the abdominals into cat. And as you reach the arms overhead, you're popping the ribcage open, pressing the belly button into cow. From here, slowly reach up and then release the arms, cactus shape them. Really open up the chest. Pull the shoulder blades together, expose the collarbones, and then pull the hands back together, coming back to center. Take a nice deep breath here. Stay grounded. Stay connected with that Ujjayi breathing. Slowly transition, coming on to the hands and knees and then back into down dog. From here, take a moment just for free movement. Whatever you need to really settle into your first down dog for today. Wiggling the hips, opening the shoulders, pedaling out the feet. Whatever feels really good in your body. Make sure you're driving the chest back towards the thighs, finding that link through the upper body. And making that V shape through the legs and the upper body, right where they meet at the hips. Inhale your right foot up high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Keep the hips nice and square. Take the gaze forward, step the foot into the hands. Let your left knee melt to the floor and reach the arms up, stacking your chest over the hips. Keeping your hips square to the front of your mat. Bring the hands back and then shift the weight back, lengthening that right leg. Pull the toes up towards the sky. Feel the opening through the hamstrings. Slowly shift the weight back forward. Lift the left knee from the floor and bring the upper body up, extending the arms up high to the sky. Again, keep the hips nice and square to the front of your mat. Slowly release the hands back to the floor. Sweep the right leg back to three-legged dog. Taking the gaze forward, shift forward into a three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga. Lower the right leg, release the left, up dog. And from here, float back into down dog. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Keep the hips square, and then exhale, step the foot through to the hands. Let your right knee melt down towards the floor. Inhale, reach the upper body up. Open up the right hip flexor. Chest over the hips, arms are long. Reach the hands back down towards the floor. Sit back, lengthen the left leg. Pull the toes up towards the ceiling. Find length through the upper body. Pull the crown of the head forward. Slowly transition, shifting the weight back forward. Lift the right knee, lift the upper body, and then reach the arms up to the sky. Keeping those hips square to the front edge of your mat. Stay grounded through the left foot, slowly releasing back. Step the left foot back, three-legged dog. From here, shift the weight forward, three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga. Release the left, untuck the right, up dog. And then down dog. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through. Let your left knee drop. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Release the hands back to the floor. Sit the hips back, lengthen the right leg. Bring yourself back forward. Lift the left knee, reach all the way up high to the sky. Hands back to the floor, sweep it back, three-legged dog. Three-legged plank, shift forward, three-legged chaturanga, lower, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Nice job. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Lower the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Find length through the upper body. Exhale, release, sit the weights back. Left leg is long. Reach yourself back forward. Lift the right knee from the floor. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, three-legged plank, and lower into that chaturanga in that breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, step it through to the hands. Lower that left knee. This time, open the right arm up towards the ceiling, cactus shaping that arm as you twist the chest to the inner right thigh, finding that opening through the chest and that space through the body. Keep pressing the weight evenly between the right foot as you reach forward and then open back to that cactus shape. Slowly release and then lift the upper body up. Keeping the left toes tucked under, press through and let that left knee float from the floor just an inch or two. So it's hovering over the mat. You're powerful through the right leg, keeping that knee directly over the ankle. So you have a 90-degree bend in the knee and in the hip. Chest is stacked right over the hips. Stay connected with your breath here. Slowly straighten your left leg, lift the hips up. Bring the hands towards the hips. Take a nice deep breath and then fold yourself forward. Step the right foot back, down dog. Stay here for a breath and then inhale, reach your left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Lower your right knee to the floor. Bring the left arm up, cactus shape that arm, open the chest. Take your gaze up to the sky. Keep the weight evenly pressed through the left foot. So you're finding that space through the hip and the opening through the chest. Stay connected with your breath. Reach the arm overhead and then exhale again. Find that cactus shape through the arm. Slowly release it to the floor. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And pressing through the toes, float the right knee just an inch or two from the floor. Left knee is bent at a 90 degrees, so that knee is right over the ankle. You have a 90-degree bend in the left knee and in the left hip. And your chest is right over the hips. Nice long spine. Pull the crown of the head up high to the sky. Stay grounded and stay connected with your breathing. Slowly start to straighten out the right leg, but keep your hips square. Bring the hands towards the hips. From the hips, hinge forward all the way, hands to the floor. And step your left foot back, down dog. Beautiful job. Stay here for a breath. Slowly shift all the way forward through to plank and then lower the belly all the way to the floor. Take the hands to the wide edges of your mat, tenting the fingers. Untuck the toes so you're on the shoelace part of the foot. From here, slowly peel your upper body off the floor. Press into the finger pads. Stay for a breath and then slowly lower back down. Doing that again, press through the finger pads. Lift the upper body up and off the mat and then lower back down. Keep unraveling and then raveling back down towards the floor. Slowly release, taking the hands to your lower back, interlacing the fingers. Bring the inner thighs and the feet together to touch. Slowly start to reach the hands back towards the feet to lift your chest off the floor. And then add the feet, lift the feet so everything is lifting up and off the mat. You're pressing through the hips. You're finding that extension, that back bend. Stay grounded through the hips. Keep reaching the knuckles back towards the toes. Try to find a little bit more height. Slowly release, come on to the right cheek. Hands come back to the lower back. Bring the hands under the shoulders, gaze to the floor. Slowly peel yourself up and off the mat. Coming into tabletop. Inhale, reach the right arm up high to the sky. Open the chest and exhale, thread it under the left. Coming onto your left cheek and shoulder, right cheek and shoulder. Inhale the left arm up high to the sky. Opening up the chest and trying to stack your shoulders. Keeping the hips over the knees. If reaching the left arm to the sky is not comfortable, feel free just to leave the hand on the floor, whatever feels best in your body. Slowly release the left hand back to the mat. Inhale again, reach the right arm up high to the sky, open the chest and release. Inhale, reach your left arm this time up high to the sky, open the chest. And then exhale, thread it under the right, this time coming onto the left shoulder and cheek. And whatever you did on the other side, try to mirror it here on this side. Slowly release the hand back to the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up back to the sky, open the chest, and release it back under the shoulder. Tuck the toes and come back to down dog. Inhale the right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through to the hands. Let your left knee melt down. Inhale, reach the upper body up. Float that left knee from the floor just an inch or two. Straighten out that leg, hands to hips. Make sure the right knee's over the ankle, hinge from the hips, lean forward. The weight is hovering over the right leg. Stay grounded through the entirety of that foot and slowly come up to warrior three. So keep the hips square to the floor. Keep your left leg in line with the hip. Reach the arms back like you're trying to reach the fingers towards the foot. And then from here, start to straighten out the right leg as you float and balance. Step the left foot back, reach the arms overhead. Nice job. And then slowly bring the hands back to the floor. Right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Shift the weight forward, three-legged plank into a three-legged chaturanga. Drop the right foot, release the left, up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale back, down dog. Inhale, left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, letting the right knee melt to the floor and then floating it just an inch or two from the mat. Hands to the hips, straightening out that leg. Stay grounded through the left leg, knee over ankle. And then from the hips, hinge forward. Really power through that left leg as you float the right foot. Square the hips to the floor. Keeping the left leg bent as you find that length, reach the arms back and then straighten your left leg. Find your balance in your warrior three. Slowly release the right foot back to the floor, reach the arms overhead. Find that opening through the front of the body, and then release the hands back to the floor. Inhale, left foot up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, three-legged plank into chaturanga. Drop the left foot, release the right, up dog. Exhale, back down, dog. Beautiful job. Stay grounded through the feet and through the hands. Let your gaze come forward to the fingertips and just hop the knees in between the wrists, coming onto the shins, sitting back on the heels just like we started class today. Relax the shoulders. Stay connected with your breathing. Slowly rise up so your hips are over the knees. And make sure the knees are about hips distance apart. Hands to the hips and then slowly start to move them towards the lower back just to give yourself some support. From here, push the hips forward as you lean back, opening up the chest and the collarbones to the sky. Use the hands to support the lower back as you find this opening. Slowly reassess, and if you can, release the arms and cactus shape them out as you come back into this camel, into this back bend. Keeping the hips over the knees so you're activating through the hamstrings and through the glutes. Bring the hands back to the heart. Keep the chest over the hips. Inhale again, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus shape the arms. And again, this is just a variation. If you need to keep the hands on the lower back for support, feel free to take that variation again. Feel the opening through the front side of the body, the hips, the ribs, the chest, the collarbones, and then bring the hands back to the heart. One more time, take whatever variation feels best for you, hands to the hips or the lower back, or cactus shape the arms in this camel pose, whatever feels really good for your micro back bend. Keep driving the hips forward though, trying to keep them stacked over the knees. Slowly release it back onto the heels. Beautiful job. Relax the shoulders, take a breath. From here, slowly transition to have a seat. Take the hands behind the legs. Slowly start to round the back as you walk your hands down the back of the legs to come all the way down onto the floor. Take the right ankle on top of the left knee. And then slowly start to reach through to grab the left leg. Feeling free to grab behind the knee, or maybe you grab next to the shin, whatever feels more comfortable for you. As you pull the left knee into the chest, keep driving the right knee away from you and keep the right foot flexed. Relax the shoulders onto the ground beneath you, so we're not adding tension through the upper body as we open up the right hip. Slowly release the arms and cactus shape them out as you let both legs fall off to the left side so your right foot comes to the floor. So we're opening up the hips. Take your gaze over to the right side of the room. Feel the opening through the chest, through the mid-back, and through the hips. Allow yourself just to melt into the mat or the earth beneath you. Slowly bring your gaze back to center and bring the legs back up. Release the right ankle from the left and switch sides. So left ankle on the right thigh. Again, reach through to grab either behind the knee or closer to the shin above the knee. As you pull the right knee in, make sure you're pushing the left knee away so you feel the stretch through the outside of your left hip. Relax the shoulders into the mat, making sure we're not pulling them up and away, adding tension. Release the arms and let both legs fall off to the right side. You can feel free to cactus shape the arms, or maybe this time they come out from the shoulder like a T. Let your gaze come over to the left hand. Feel that gentle spinal twist coming from the mid-back. Allow yourself just to sink into this. And it should feel super yummy here. Slowly bring your gaze back up towards the ceiling and bring your legs back up center. Extend your legs out long and bring your hands down by your side. From here, allow your eyes to close. Let go of your controlled Ujjayi breathing and allow your breath to return to its natural state. Let the legs fall off naturally from the hips. Relax your jaw and relax your brow as you sink into your Shavasana. If you have time to stay, feel free to stay in Shavasana for longer. But if it's time to move on with your day, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you, PELWELL family, for joining us again for this part of the Awaken series. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to continue to follow this series. And until next time, be well.